Today we're talking about global sustainability, but first I think that it makes sense to ask ourselves, what exactly are we trying to sustain? The exponential growth of technology that's been occurring throughout most of the history of mankind, the exponential growth perhaps in computing power that allows you to get a new e-reader or cell phone every 2 or 3 years that's going to be twice as powerful. Are we trying to maintain the exponential growth in population or the exponential growth in energy consumption? Or are we trying to sustain a beautiful world for us all to live in? I think it's important when we think about sustainability to ask ourselves, what are we trying to sustain? Today I want to talk to you about sustainability from an energy perspective. And there's one very simple concept that's very important, which is that it takes energy to produce energy. Take a look at this oil rig. I think you can see how complex that structure is. It takes a lot of energy to build the infrastructure that is necessary to go find and produce energy. That leads to a concept called energy return on investment, which simply put is just the amount of energy you get out of the oil well or whatever, divided by the amount of energy you put in. In the good old days, the oil and gas industry had an energy return on investment of 50 to 1. But these days, we're having to go further offshore, drill deeper, or squeeze that last drop out of shale or tar sands. And so the energy return on investment is dropping rapidly over the last several decades for fossil fuels. So what are we going to do? It takes a certain EROI to be able to maintain the lifestyle that we are used to. It takes an EROI, energy return on investment, of about 1.1 just to get a barrel of oil out of the ground and look at it, not do anything else. But it takes a higher and higher EROI to be able to maintain the lifestyle that we're used to having. And it takes an EROI of about 14 for us to be able to have the leisure time that we enjoy now, to be able to study and create and enjoy the finer things in life, like art and philosophy and the NFL. So what are we going to do to keep our EROI up if the fossil fuel EROI is going down? Well, we need to quickly develop, I believe, alternative energy technologies with a high EROI. And fortunately, UL researchers are already on the job looking for local solutions to the global problem of increasing the EROI of renewable and sustainable power. And that is the mission of the Energy Efficiency and Sustainable Energy Center. We have 3 main areas of focus. We are working to develop new renewable energy technologies such as wind, solar, hydro, and so on. We also do a lot of work in the area of economic development and education and outreach. Today, EZ Center faculty have brought in over $7 million from industry, state, and federal sources to be able to develop some very nice research labs. We have some of the best research labs around that allow us to develop and test new renewable energy technologies. Dean Zappi mentioned the CLECO Alternative Energy Center at Crowley. Inside that building, we have the 3 biofuel projects that he was talking about. And outside, we have the nation's first and only university-owned concentrated solar thermal power research facility. We're the only ones. Thank you very much, UL. We're also right now building in the research park a 1.1 megawatt photovoltaic applied research and testing lab, which will provide 10% of the university's power with clean renewable energy and offset 1,000 tons of CO2 every year. We also focus on energy efficiency, so UL faculty and researchers go into Louisiana businesses and they do energy audits and they help give them energy savings recommendations. To date, the recommendations that have been adopted by those companies are resulting in an energy savings for Louisiana businesses of $25 million a year every single year. We also have worked with a lot of companies to try to help them either test renewable energy technologies to see if they work well in Louisiana, to develop their own renewable energy technology, or to help them become more energy efficient and thus more competitive. We also do a lot of work in the area of education and outreach. We have created a complete virtual reality model of the CLECO Alternative Energy Center, and we've added educational content to it that is interactive. And this virtual reality educational tool has been used already to expose thousands of high school students to alternative energy technology. And it has been used in a classroom setting already in 3 local high schools. We also reach out to younger children to try to uplift, motivate, and inspire them to pursue STEM careers in the future. Because ultimately, we feel like it really is all about the children. What are we going to do so that these handsome children have a beautiful world to live in and a clean and abundant source of energy so that they can enjoy the finer things in life? If this sounds like the kind of thing that you might be interested in, then Dean Zappi for the Energy Institute, myself for the EASY Center, invite you to come join us. I'll be at the table outside. I'd love to talk to anybody that wants to get involved. Thank you very much.